balls on this prick.
They ain't very big. Testosterone therapy. What that does is provide your body with testosterone so your body doesn't make it and you're not shrivel up. I don't understand. But I know how to put makeup on them. They look huge.
Don't know how the light hits it.
That's right. Well, actually, I do it in the dark. And then it's not me. It's somebody. I got a maid from Ecuador. Hey, folks. Good to be with you on a Monday. And I don't know why I say that. Dreadful week ahead of me. We'll be on Crowder this week, Wednesday and Thursday morning, I believe. And then Friday night. So I come back Thursday night, get my car on Friday, drive to Jacksonville. Only a couple hours for me. And then from there, I go to Duluth, Georgia on Saturday night. So I'll be doing stand-up and looking forward to it. I don't know what to look. It's too much. We've had a decade's worth of news in the last 3 weeks. I don't know. You think I can have time to organize it? I don't have a club to work out at. So you're going to be in for some raw, unadulterated fucking poetry. Very dark. A lot of C's, a lot of D's, a lot of J's. What happened this weekend? Anything? No, you're married, stupid. The fuck did I do? I don't know. God, that's bad, huh? Sox took 2 out of 3 at Texas. They're back on. They are hitting. They're leading since the All-Star break. They're leading all of baseball in offense. Dallas, I can't explain it. I've never seen rookies grow so fast. Now their pitching's kind of shitting the bed here and there, but that was expected. Anyways, enough of that horse shit. Headline, Texas twat arrested for threatening Trump. This didn't get enough play, in my opinion. Did you see it anywhere else? Police arrested a Texas woman, Christina Montoya, 41, for allegedly making threats against former President Trump, as well as carrying an unlicensed firearm. Really? An unlicensed firearm?
My vagina's angry.
I didn't hear a lot about this.
It's pissed off.
Yeah, go home. How about that? Make me a sandwich. The woman, Christina Montoya, was arrested after traveling to the nation's capital. Police were first notified about her by the Secret Service, according to the Metropolitan Police Department. Detectives through investigating 41-year-old Christina Montoya of San Antonio, Texas, was arrested and charged with carrying a pistol without a license, possession of an unregistered firearm, and threats against a former president, and being a douchebag. Police said in a statement. Did they really?
Watch your fat fucking mouth.
Oh, yes, sir, Sergeant. Authorities said Montoya's threats against Trump began on July 20th. Yeah, you take your time getting to. Police located the woman's vehicle and recovered a Smith & Wesson M&P Shield pistol, a magazine, and a gun lock, according to the police report. The incident comes just weeks after Thomas Matthew Crooks, remember him? The guy on the slippery slope attempted to assassinate Trump at a rally in Butler. Trump narrowly survived the attack, receiving a bullet wound to his ear, but of course the Secret Service, or whatever his name is, who said, Christopher Wray thought it was a shrapnel wound. I can't believe nobody's been fired yet for that either. Fuck you on the left, everything you believe in, and watch your back, everybody else on the left. Just saying, watch your back. Not from me. I'm harmless. God fucking
But words hurt.
But words can hurt, so I hope those hurt you. Anyways, yeah, we know he survived a bullet wound. Thank you, guy who wrote the article. Yeah. The fuck are you doing? So abroad with a gun, but I don't. And boy, Fox News is just slowly slipping into Leftville with some of their headlines and shit. And the New York Post is fucking useless. That used to be. That is so. And again, it's owned by the same company, News Corp, and they're just quietly slipping away, folks. Slipping into that, using some of the same jargon. And I always look at the authors of the articles. Do that too and try to Google them. Dox them if you don't like the article. How about that? That's right. Dox them. I'll show up at their house. You send it to me on an email, kevin@mccarty.rum, and I will take an Uber to their house.
And bring him some lemonade.
And I'll give him a nice, what they call a Putin cocktail. It's club soda, a little bit of, you know what, fucking Stoli, and just a hint of Prestone. Oh, I watched the movie. You guys, I'm sure you all saw the documentary on the Iceman, Richard Kuklinski on HBO, who was a serial killer who worked for the mob, killed over 100 people. And they made a movie about it. So I said, let's see how they did on the movie. It was fucking great. It was great. I don't know why I brought that up. Oh, because of him. He had some chemist gave him pure cyanide or something. Like you literally sneeze or just blow a little on somebody, they're dead literally like 2 minutes later. It's the creepiest shit. Oh, God. He was scary. His big move was to get a guy in a noose, throw him over his shoulder, because he was like 6'5", about 270, if not bigger. He would throw the guy over his shoulder and hang him. Oh, dude, I'm sure you can get it on demand, not the movie. Watch the documentary first, because they're interviewing him. One of my favorite killers of all time. Worked for the mob. They like, this guy is psychotic. His father used to beat him. His mother treated him like shit. He got bullied in school, and one day he had enough. He beat a kid to death with one of those dowels that you hang your clothes on in the closet. He had enough. Anyway, and he's a great... Anyways, I'm off the fucking... But please, Dallas, you'll fucking be fascinated. The other thing he did, he put a guy in a cave, tied a guy inside a cave somewhere up in the woods. I don't know if it was upstate New York, that was filled with rats, and left them there. Let the rats ate the guy alive. But as far as his wife and kids, he was like, fucking leave it to Beaver. Fascinating. Anyways, let's move on. Trump rally this weekend in Atlanta. This was pretty cool. Let's take a... Yeah, he was in ATL, baby. The birthplace of hip-hop, I call it. I don't know if that's true or not. But what was great was black fans. Black fans were out there. Here's Trump, a little bit, you know, of what he said in Atlanta.
We're going to evict this radical and incompetent administration from the White House. They're destroying our country. We're going to save our country. We're going to save our country. Yesterday it was announced that unemployment is surging, with 350,000 Americans joining the unemployment rolls just last month.
Look at the black people, and they're not staged.
We could end up in World War III and a depression. How about that?
Oh, come on now. Kamala's terrific. Back in the day when Republicans president spoke, they had to like find black people, pay them $400 and make them sit behind Reagan and shit. Because it was totally black Dems, blah. Now it's getting, you can tell, these are real, because they talk to them, they interview black guys on the street. I think I have a clip in this show, the Tomorrow show, I'm going to show you at a black barbershop. White guy asking if Kamala's really black. It's fucking fascinating. And you know what, you Dems, you put yourself in that position with all your identity horseshit. So good luck. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Excuse me, folks. That's a little bit of What? Anyways, let's move along to Axelrod warnings. Now, this guy, Axelrod, you know, he made Obama the president, basically. Like, he was sort of what he was to, like Karl Rove was to George W. He was to Obama. He still gets a lot of airtime. Him and Carville, I think they still know the game better than most of these far-left nitwits. Former Obama campaign manager David Axelrod warned Democrats not to get cocky over the Kamala Harris campaign during an interview Saturday on CNN. David Axelrod said, I think there's a justifiable sense of concern in Trump's camp that this thing could get away from him. It may be their race to lose, but it's a race that could be lost, which I disagree with, which is something they didn't feel when they left that convention in Milwaukee. That's what he had to say.
Who gives a fuck what you think?
Exactly. But, well, the other thing is the two of them on a debate stage, he says the whole scenario shifts. You got a guy who's 78 years old and who, frankly, isn't all that coherent all the time himself, who suddenly looks like the past and not the future. Who the fuck have you been hanging out with? Really? Because I saw black people being interviewed who love Trump. That's the past? Look at douche here. That's her thinking about pancakes. So, yeah, he says, I think it's a wide open race, but Trump has the advantage right now, and everybody should be sober about that on the Democratic side. But he closed with this little bit of a warning for the Democrats.
And look, I mean, anyone, there's a lot of irrational exuberance on the side of on the Democratic side of the aisle right now because there was despair for some period of time about what the November was going to look like. Now people feel like there's a chance.
Why is that, David?
Trump's race to lose right now. He is ahead, and he is ahead in most of the battleground states.
Well, so what changed, David? Because what Nitwit's still the same. She didn't change. She's still the dumb idiot. They don't even let her go off script, right? It's like they're doing what they did with Biden. They can't even trust her to go off script. She's so stupid. Yet you all you idiots out there praising her, got behind. You're not smart enough to ask yourself, why so everybody's so, well, it's a fucking honeymoon is what it is. I haven't seen her do a press conference, handle questions and shit. She's running from Trump he wants to debate her on Fox. She doesn't want to do that. What the fuck? What has changed? Nothing other than, I've been saying this for how many years? Without the media, a complicit media, they would never win an election. Honest to God. But there's enough dopes out there. I don't think there are enough dopes. I think it's rigged, just like the last one was. This is going to be so interesting. And I personally don't see how. If you people out there, you look at Trump, what he went through when he was president for 4 years, what they did to him and try to destroy his character. Then the last couple of years, they try to jail him on trumped up charges. Then they try to kill him. And you're going to look at him and go, no, I think she deserves the vote. That means you don't give a fuck. You're just blind. You see their team, my team. That's all you see. You don't give a fuck about the country. Because you can look at his record and go, he did a pretty good job even though I hate him. Get over yourself with I don't like him. You're not going to fucking date him. I'd date him with that kind of cash. I'd like to have some fun in my life. I'll take you out. We'll go to Arby's. I'll get you a hand job down in the village. It's going to be great. Cocaine. You like coke? I know a guy.
Hunter Biden.
Yeah, I know a guy, Hunter Biden. You ever hear of him? Little bit. Oh, stop. Anyways.
You are correct, sir.
I know I am. Let's move on. That's all I got to say about that. I don't know, folks. Let's get off politics. Lighten it up with some penis material. Pud pullers, a problem in New York City. Remember the old... Did you guys just say pud? No? Was that a Northeast thing? What are you, pulling your pud? We used to say that in high school. You wish you did. I know it wasn't just the Northeast because I've done it on clubs all over the country and they sort of know what I was talking about. Some of them. The ones who pull their puds. Said, I like that. More sickos are publicly pleasuring and exposing themselves on the streets of the Big Apple, crime statistics show. A nauseating development critics have chalked up to lax laws and a broken mental health system. Here's a guy right here getting a ticket.
Nice socks.
I was looking at his nectarine ass. Yummy. I know he's in socks. I didn't even know. What am I, gay? I've been staring at his ass. That looks like me after I banged the wife, or before. Look at the cop. Yeah. I got a guy here, impersonating a penis. We'll get him on that end.
Yeah, Bill, got another one.
Yeah, look at this. He's just standing there. Oh, anyways, reports of pervs fondling themselves out in the open soared 51%. That's a lot. That's like half more. You add black guys in, it's 121%. Cock, big cock joke. 1 out of 12. See the man with the shriveled balls? 1 out of 12. People my age will get that. 51% it soared. through June 30th. Well, yeah, the weather gets warm. Time to air out the nuts. Up to 378 complaints from 251 during the same period in 2023, according to the NYPD.
Perhaps you'd like me to come in there and wash your dick for you.
No, I'm good. Meanwhile, cops issued 159 criminal summons through June 30th citywide to New Yorkers, whipping out their genitals, sometimes to urinate, a staggering 396% increase from the 32 tickets written in 2023. And now you're probably going, well, that doesn't count when you have to pee, you whip. Yeah, but they do it like on a bus, in the subway, in a library, in the, in the lesbian section of the library. All kinds of good shit. But I had a clip that I couldn't find. I think they must have taken it down. It was in the New York Post of a black dude on a crowded bus, standing. Here's the driver. He's holding the railing right there, and he's standing right in front of a packed bus, pulling his prick. And nobody doing about anything. He actually rang the thing to get off with his bing bang. Increase from 32 tickets. Anyways. Why would you live in New York? It's beyond me. 3 weeks ago, a long-haired naked man fondled himself while sitting in a chair outside the Washington Square Diner, which I used to hang out at after we did the Comedy Cellar. Me and Louis C.K. and Attell would go to the diner, write our jokes and shit, and talk till 5 in the morning. I was free. Oh, God. Now I'm like Tim Robbins in Shawshank. I'm kidding, honey. I love you. Anyways, Washington Square Diner. In the pouring rain. He's sitting out in the rain, pulling his putt. I don't know if that would bother me. You're in a diner, you're kind of bored. You're eating your cup of soup and a long-haired guy. Anyways, is anybody... I don't know.
You're fucking crazy.
No, I'm just airing it out. Days later, a woman in his subway car decided to parade in front of commuters in her birthday suit, he said.
Well, baby, me so horny. Me so horny.
The push against incarceration, together with the city's inability to hospitalize and effectively treat the severely mentally ill, has driven the surge in disturbing deviancy, according to Carolyn D. Gorman, a mental illness policy analyst at the Manhattan Institute. She says, if we don't enforce laws so individuals aren't in jails or prisons and they're not receiving psychiatric treatment because the mental health system deprioritizes the mentally ill, these people are out on the street, she said. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. If I'm a taxpayer, especially if you live in New York, your taxes are through the roof. You're going to open another thing. It's going to be more money. Let them jerk off. Just don't do it near my kid. How about this? You let the civilians start punishing them. Try pulling that shit in India or some Muslim town. That's where they have a little bit of a handle on the situation. I mean, if there's a rumor you're a pedophile in India, they'll chase you for 400 miles and stomp you to death. It's kind of fun. What? Let's take a look at a video on this subject matter.
Train stops, you get the fuck off. Do you understand me? I can't hear you.
Pause. See, this is a civilian taking care of it. Wait till you guys hear this woman, obviously black woman, and she's had it. I'm just picturing being a tourist from Idaho, being on the subway for the first time and going, what is going on here? She caught some guy playing with himself on a subway, and this is how she handles it.
Hey, I understand you, miss. All right now, we gotta understand it. Now, I've got your fucking picture on here. Like I said, I don't give a fuck if this ain't your stop. You get off this train with that freaky shit. Get up. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck off this train.
Oh my God.
Transfer is available to the shuttle to Grand Pacific.
Get your fucking crazy ass. Get the fuck off the train. Sitting here rubbing on your penis. Are you serious? Get the fuck off before I beat the shit out of you.
Sounds like Patrice O'Neal.
You got the right one, honey, because I'm a crazy bitch. Please believe me.
Thank God for connecting the dots first.
Get the fuck off the train.
Wow. Urkel.
Oh, I believe you. I believe you, Deanna Carter.
I don't want this. I don't want to give those lying cocksuckers any ink. How about that? See, but the Young Turks are all excited because, you know, it was a black woman doing that. If it was a white guy yelling at that black dude, the same thing. Yeah. Well, or, you know, you saw what they did to what's his name? Penny, what was his last name? Yep. The guy that got, yeah. But with her, that was great. She black, she's strong. It was great, but I'm just saying. That's how you, like, don't wait for the government to handle it. But again, if you get physical with them, if you're white and straight, you go to jail under fatso. You know who I'm talking about. Hey, guys, if you guys want to see me a little more uncensored, stick around for the rest of the show. Yeah, that's right. I can be as nasty as I want. We're on YouTube the first half. You got to watch your P's and Q's if you're a conservative. Anyways, for those of you guys in Mug Club, stick around for the second half of the show. Everyone else, go to nickdip.com to get the rest of this show. Steven Crowder's full show, which I'll be on Wednesday and Thursday morning of this week. And while you're there, get tickets to see me live. August 9th, Jacksonville Center for the Performing Arts. That's this Friday. The next night, August 10th, and this is barring weather, I don't know, August 10th, Gas South Theater in Duluth, Georgia. So hope to see you guys out there. Second half of the show, I'm going to show you a clip from a 70s sitcom. Barney Miller, you guys, if you're my age or even a little younger, it was one of the best shows ever. There's a little dialogue on the show that was so far ahead of its time, it'll give you chills. Also, Trump fucking verbally hammers our governor, Kemp. What's his first name? Brian. Diane? Brian Kemp. Yeah. Brian Kemp answers back in a tweet, but Trump gave him a real slap in the face. Very enjoyable.
Hi. Good night, everybody.